What's good, my boys? I'm currently training for a 200 kilo squat, and this is what you need to do if you want that as well. So I'm currently at around 170, 165 to 170, and making pretty decent progress. So I wanted to share with you what I'm doing to get that progress and what I'm doing to get eventually to that 200 kilo mark. So my name is Abdul, and I'm an 18-year-old. I'm just obsessed with getting stronger and looking better. And yeah, it just feeds my ego, and I love doing it. So this is what I do. For squatting, for the longest time, I've just been like sort of just doing it on and off, either because I've just been getting injured or I just lose motivation for it. So I decided to, set the goal and really stick to it this time. I won't stop squatting until I get to 200 kilo squat. How I'm gonna get there is being mainly like divided into two parts, strength work and my accessories. When I talk about like strength, just think of it as like practicing the skill, and you want to basically do two things. First is expose yourself to heavy weights. Second is practice and technique. And the first one can be done via top sets. You can just do a top set before your squat work. And the second one is going to be your main volume stuff, and also any variations that are going to target weak points. So essentially, what you want to do is, like, whenever you have like your primary day, you want to start off with a top set, just a single or a double or a triple. Just basically make sure it's heavy enough so that it challenges you, but it shouldn't be like a max out. It shouldn't be like you're not trying to max out every session. It should be around like 80% of you should start at 80% of your max, and then just climb up from there until you get to like 95%, and then you can like tone it back down again and then start over the course of like 4 to 5 weeks. It depends on how, like, if you're just coming back from an injury, or if you're coming back from like just not training the squat. Your first block is going to be a lot like longer, because it's just going to be you like sort of relearning the skill of squatting. I started off with a 145, I think it was a 140 kilo single for my first week. My second week was a 145 single, and then on the second week I introduced singles as well for my pause work. So I basically have two sessions, one primary where I have my top set and a 3x5 for like strength work, and then on my secondary I have a top set again, for everything is paused, 15 kilos lighter than the other one and 10 to 15 kilos lighter than the other one. And I then do a 4x4 of paused reps. Right now it's been working perfectly, and until it stops working, I'm not going to change it. However, for accessories, that's when things get a bit, it's not exactly complicated, because hypertrophy work is a lot more forgiving in terms of intensity. You can like train however you really want. So two main exercises I'm choosing are basically going to be the hack squat for building my quads, and the hyperextension, or GHD, whatever you have. You can do that to work on your posterior chain. That's going to be your hamstrings, glutes, and lower back. So if you can get these body parts very strong, you basically are going to have a big squat, or you're going to have the potential to have a big squat, because squatting really depends on your skill at doing the movement. So why is my volume or my strength work so light? Basically, that is simply due to the fatigue that carries on with the stimulus that you're getting. So let's say, for example, you do 2 sets of 5 at like, I don't know, 85% or 86%, and it's going to be very hard and very grindy. And that is exactly not what you want if you want to get stronger. You actually want your reps to be very far from failure, usually like 3 to 4 reps away from failure. Essentially, it's going to be, let's say, for example, on your first block, you start off with a 140 single like me. I'm just going to take my example. I started off with a 140 single, and then I did, I think it was like 115 kilos for volume for like for 3x5, and it moved like super light. It was I could, you know, it should be light when your strength on like your accessory doesn't like get tanked that much. If you don't know what to do with your programming, you can leave it to me. Check out the description. There are plenty of programs that you can follow. They're all tested by me, and I've made progress with every single one of them, so that you can finally like really stick to something and make progress long term. That was it pretty much. Take care of yourself and peace out. See you.